Hello. Okay, here we go. The very first YouTube video about my profession, physician assistant. Okay, hey guys, my name is Firdosa. I'm a physician assistant practicing in spine surgery. I have been meaning to start a YouTube video for a very long time, about 3 years ago to be specific, but for one reason or another I couldn't. But I think now is actually the perfect time because I graduated in 2020, the first class of Zoom graduation. And now I'm actually practicing in a specialty that I truly love. So I figured, why not share my journey, help my pre-PA community. My pre-PA mentees are growing, so I just wanted to have videos out there to help them along the way. So since this is the first video, this is going to be just an intro video to basically what a physician assistant is, what we do, specialties that we work in, and kind of just a bullet point on what you need to do. Just like everybody else out there, my memory is not great, so I made little notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at my other phone, not the one that I'm using to record, so that's why. Okay, so what is a PA? Also known as physician assistant, and now there's a name change. The new name is going to be physician associate. So I will give you guys the definition of a PA from the AAPA, which is the American Academy of Physician Assistant. Is PAs are medical professionals who diagnose illness, develop and manage treatment plans, prescribe medications, and often serve as patients' principal healthcare provider. With thousands of hours of medical training, PAs are versatile and collaborative. PAs practice in every state and in every medical setting and specialty, improving healthcare access and quality. Okay, so that's the AAPA definition. In my own words, a PA is a medical provider that works alongside physician, licensed physician. We practice in every setting. We do anything from, the initial encounter when we see a new patient, taking the history, doing the physical exam, ordering and interpreting labs and images. We diagnose, we treat, we work in every specialty. Just to give you examples, like my friends and I that just graduated together already in different fields. Some are in family medicine, some are in internal medicine, some are doing surgery like me, but I am in orthopedic spine surgery. Some are doing plastic surgery, dermatology, so we're everywhere. Any field of medicine that you can think of, you will find a PA there. So that is kind of what the definition of a PA is. Now, how do you become a PA? What are the steps that you need to take? And since this is just an intro video, I'll just kind of touch on things, but I'll make follow-up videos where I go in depth and explain those things. So what is the overview? What do you need to do? You have to get your bachelor's, which is a 4-year degree, but you can get bachelor's in anything, but you have to do the prereqs. Anatomy and physiology, chemistry, biology, those are kind of the general prereqs that every school requires, but then there are also specifics depending on the school that you want to go to. So you have to look up the specific requirement for the school that you're applying to. For example, genetics, I think some schools require, some don't. So it just kind of, you figuring out what those differences are. So once you have your bachelor's and your prereqs done, you get your hands-on patient care is required, direct hands-on patient care. There's many ways to get that through medical assistant, ER tech, ultrasound tech, CNA. I will get into that in depth again in a different video. You get your personal statement, which is basically what sets you apart from the other applicants. You really have to have a stellar personal statement because sometimes your classmates, the other people that are interviewing with you, may have the same GPA, the same background, the same everything. So your story is really what sets you apart. You also need letters of recommendations. They require, I believe, 3 to 5. I had 3. You have to make sure you get it from somebody that you truly believe that would give you a very strong letter of recommendation. What else am I forgetting? I think those are it. And then You apply through CASPA, which is the Central Application System. You get interviews, you get into the school, you do the didactic year, you do the rotation. Again, didactic could be a year to a year and a half depending on the school that you go to, and then rotations could be a year and a half depending on the school that you go to. My school was 33 months, so our didactic was a little over a year and our rotations were a little over a year. So you finish that and then you sit for the boards. It's called PANS, it's the Physician Associate Boards. Once you pass your boards, you get state license for the state that you want to practice in. For me, I have a California license and I also have an Oregon license because my PA school was in California, so I thought I wanted to practice in California, so that's why I got that. And then home is Oregon for me, so I have the Oregon license and that's where I'm practicing right now. So that's kind of the overview of the journey. You get the license, next step is you look for jobs. Again, this is not like you pass the boards, you get the license, you look for a job. It can be done in any way. You can start applying for jobs before you even graduate and take the boards, and then you take the boards and then you apply for the license. You apply for the license while you're getting ready for the boards and then submit your score. So it's not a linear, it's kind of like you can do in different ways, I guess. For me, I think I kind of did it linearly. I took my boards and then I applied for the license and then I applied for the jobs and then I interviewed and then I got the job. So that's kind of all the things that I will go in depth in the upcoming videos. I'll make a specific video on, you know, the degrees that most people do, the degree that I did, how to get, you know, how to write a really good personal statement, what you need to do to really make sure, you know, your personal statement has been read by different people, and just kind of how to approach people, you know, how to ask them to review your personal statement, and how do you get letters of recommendation, and how the house I'll make videos for. So this is just kind of like me introducing myself, telling you what my channel is going to be about, and just kind of having you get to know me and at least hear me out. What else was I going to say? Let me see. Let me go to my little note. I think I touched on everything. So again, my name is Firdosa. Welcome. If you feel like you're going to benefit from what I am putting out, if you feel like a family member of yours, a friend of yours, your neighbor, your coworker is going to benefit from this, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Let's make this channel a community channel where everybody benefits from it. If you have a specific thing that you would like to ask me, go ahead and put it in the comment below and I will get to it and hopefully give you the best response and the best advice that I have. Also, one last thing is, before I forget, is I will make a video about my job and what I do on a day-to-day basis, and you know, what I like about my job, why I love it so much, all that I'll get into in the next upcoming videos. Okay, nice to meet you guys. Thank you.